Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of my Kingdom Hearts 1 Unarmored series, where I'm working towards the goal of getting the Unchanging Armor achievement, the last achievement for Kingdom Hearts 1. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in a little disclaimer here. It's possible that I may need to re-record the section a couple times, because my router has been having a lot of issues staying up, and basically what keeps on happening is it keeps on randomly disconnecting. Sometimes it just goes from normal to flashing yellow. Last night it went as far as to flash a red light, which is very bad, and I had to reboot my router 3 times in the span of 1 hour. So unfortunately it's very possible that I will need to re-record this thing, and for that reason, if my internet does crap out, 1 second. I'm worried I might have just did that. If my internet does crap out, I have my laptop here to keep an eye on my Wi-Fi connection. This is going to be what tells me that my router is disconnected. I had to check on and make sure I'm connected to my Wi-Fi because I was actually not connected to the Wi-Fi. If my computer disconnects from the Wi-Fi, says no internet connection, whatever, then I know that my router has gone to shit. So, and the reason why I'm concerned about this is this happens when I'm streaming, this happens when I'm recording. If there is any disconnection with my internet, when I am either streaming or recording, when streaming, it's very common that it'll cause a desynchronization issue. When there's a difference connection in internet, and on recording it's possible for the video file to be corrupted, which is why I am not going to save this game until after the recording is done, and I'm sure that it is done with no issues whatsoever. I do understand this may make things, well, it'll probably just make things a little bit more difficult for me because I have to actually try and keep up with not saving, which is my instinct. But because we already got to beat the game without using continue achievement, this should be pretty easy and straightforward to do. Just as a quick little disclaimer, this world that we're going to, Halloween Town, has a copyrighted song, a remix version of This Is Halloween. As such, I'm treating it the same way as I have treated Atlantica, where we're gonna be meeting the exploration of the world, and we're just gonna be leaving just the cutscenes and the boss fights. So once again, this may be a little bit annoying, but I'm gonna try and keep things interesting with my commentary, and hopefully my gameplay will be good too. This will likely be the last time that I'll have to do something like this. To my knowledge, no other world that in this game actually gives, besides Traverse Town, but no other world in this game really gives me an issue with copyright, so we likely won't need to mute our gameplay for Neverland. We won't need to mute our gameplay for Bastion, and we won't need to mute our gameplay for what's it called? The End of the World. The only worlds that really is giving me an issue with copyright is Atlantica, Halloween Town, and Traverse Town. And really the copyright strikes I got for Traverse Town is honestly kind of a wrong song, because it actually recognized the song playing as a song that actually played in the Symphonia event that happened a couple years ago, I believe, and the song they played was like a remix orchestra version of the Traverse Town theme. It is not the same song that is played in the actual world of Traverse Town. So it's just really kind of stupid that I got flagged for that, but what can you do? And I also got flagged, I'm trying to think. I got flagged for something else. Oh yeah, the other place I got flagged was in the garage, a gummy garage theme. For some reason that got me flagged for copyright, but I think the theme for the gummy garage, if memory serves, I think it's a song that was actually played in Melody of Memory, but I may be wrong. Let's go. So I actually forgot to mute my game right there, so hopefully that like 2 seconds of music playing doesn't get me flagged, but we'll see. I think we just had to linger around here.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington! Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween!
Thank you, thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
So that's one thing that I really have a problem with in this game is the 2 worlds that have licensed music, the 2 worlds that frequently give me copyright issues, being Atlantica and Halloween Town. The cutscenes actually still play the music, so even if I were to unmute, let the cutscenes play out, I will still get flagged for copyright. So it's just really kind of stupid, but I really kind of wish that YouTube actually is more supportive and more understanding for issues with copyright. I can't remember if you actually get something for reading this 3 times. Yeah, we got Elixir. It's actually nice to have. Was there something on the stairs? Yes. So just as a quick reminder, what is required for the Unarmored achievement is I cannot change any sort of gear, so I cannot get any new keyblades or weapons, and I cannot change my accessories. You're essentially going on a naked run.
Don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it! Why, of course. The heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated. Let's get to work.
To make a heart, first take a container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
So that's another issue. Another thing that may get flagged for copyright because of YouTube. So I do apologize if it is muted, but I can't do anything about it at this point. Like the my video is entirely in YouTube's hands. If YouTube mutes those cutscenes, and I can't do anything about it.
My, that was amazing. And you are?
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror?
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
Maybe we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory. Sally? Sally! Good for nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
Okay, let's go ahead and find Sally. So we are going to switch out Donald for Jack. It's often like a torn page that I always end up forgetting, so I just wanted to grab that now.
Jack! We have a major crisis! The Heartless are completely out of control! We can't stop them!
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
Okay, let's go. So I will say, so far this world, this playthrough hasn't really given me much issues. I'm actually going to talk about something that kind of relates to something last time I tried to go for this achievement, which is also the first time. My first and last, well, my first attempt at streaming this game, which ended up resulting in a complete failure, was these series that I only had one episode uploaded onto my YouTube channel because at the time I wasn't entirely sure I wanted to focus on making YouTube videos, or really just using YouTube to store my live streams. And I went as far as getting to the end of the world, and I reached a point where I kind of hit a wall. I was trying to go for too much at the same time. I was trying to go for the Unarmored achievement, beat the game without using continue. And I was trying to go for the speedrun achievement as well, while also trying to go for 100% completion. And this playthrough ended up giving me so much trouble because I was playing on beginner as my first playthrough. I was used to the enemies not really giving me much issues, and because of that, the bosses themselves often give me problems. And I actually remember struggling against Dragon Calypso. I think I spent maybe almost like an entire live stream on Dragon Calypso.
Zero, have you seen Sally anywhere?
Is something wrong, Jack?
No, everything's going great. We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory? You mean this? Jack, I have feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned. Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me, you're going to love it.
So we're about ready to trigger like another cutscene, so I won't be able to talk for long. I'll just go ahead and continue like what I was talking about like once we leave.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I sure did. A heart. What should we do?
Gosh, you really are stupid. Isn't it obvious? Tell Oogie Boogie.
So I may have like muted it prematurely, and I do apologize for that. So because I just kind of muted like after before they started laughing, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna continue what I was trying to talk about, and that is I really struggle with Dragon Ball Lesson. I actually spent like 3 live streams in a row trying. Why can't I go in? Trying and failing to beat Chernobog, and because I was going for the achievement of not using continue, every single time I died, I had to revert to a save. And this made it very, very frustrating. And because I was trying to do too much in one playthrough, it honestly became like very overwhelming to me. I'm actually going to finish my thought before I trigger the next cutscene. I will say that now that I have done a full 100% playthrough on normal, and I have done like a proud playthrough, I'm having a much easier time now than I did when I first started streaming this game. I think a little over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I really do appreciate, like, now that I had time to actually learn the game, it's nice that I'm actually having an easier time with this. Because I remember I used to get so frustrated on certain, like, enemies, certain bosses. I actually was struggling with some of the enemies in this game, and I'm glad that I finally had a chance to actually learn this game, to actually get better at like understanding the enemy's attack patterns, getting better at some of the bosses, and I'm glad I took the time to actually figure out proud mode, because I honestly think that's make me perform a little bit better in the end. Honestly, in contrast to what I've been saying, I do admit I have been being a little bit too aggressive in tanking hits, but that's because I know I have the defense to absorb the impacts. But at the same time, I do feel like I'm doing better in this playthrough than I did the last time I did an Unarmored run. And that's like all I wanted to say. And I feel like that I'm really happy, because very soon we can actually put this game to rest for now. And I'm looking forward to that day when we actually do. I know this was a cutscene, never mind.
That bonehead Jack is really making a heart. I'll be jiggered. That works for me. Ooh, when I get my hands on that. Well, I've got no hands, but I'm still gonna nab that heart and control the heartless.
Okay, so let's go ahead and find the mayor and know exactly where he is. Really only one place it can go. I'm actually kind of curious. I got like a ability for Blitz, and I can't remember what that does. I'm actually getting Crop Strike Raid. Just wanted to change out my abilities again. Like, it doesn't really matter. Changing your abilities or customizing your magic settings, it doesn't really matter. Oh, which reminds me, I need to change something that I had set up for my magic shortcuts just to make it a little bit easier for me. It's actually a thing that I wanted to do when I did the Coliseum Cup last episode, and I never actually changed it. So once we clear out these Heartless, we're going to be changing things up a bit. So we actually want here on A because that'll make it easier for me, and we're gonna change fire to Y. Actually, don't want fire or blizzard. I'm actually gonna change to blizzard. For those curious, we are actually kind of at this tail end of this playthrough. If you're gonna believe it, we don't really have that much episodes left to do. We just kind of have a lot of grinding part left. Well, we technically have 1, 2, 3, 4 worlds, including 100-acre wood. Then we have a backtracking world, and then we have the finale. Backtracking section, and then we have the finale. So, only a handful of worlds left, so we're really at the tail end of this playthrough, so look forward to seeing the end. So far, looks like my internet is still being stable, so I'm glad about that. I was a little bit worried about the last one because I thought that I screwed it up. Any case, let's go ahead and go back to whatever his name is, the professor, the doctor, whatever I'm calling.
There you go. This time it's sure to work.
Okay.
We lost them.
Zero! After them, quick!
So for those that are a little bit curious, there's actually 2 different games where you can actually go to Halloween Town. Let's count like the Worlds of Halloween Town and Chain of Memories, and I think also don't you also go to Halloween Town and 358 Days Over 2? I may be wrong with that. I think you also go to Halloween Town technically in Melody and Memories, but that's more of a rhythm game. I don't really count that. But I was going to say that of the worlds, the interpretations of Halloween Town, I actually love I actually love Kingdom Hearts 2 Halloween Town better. It's probably my favorite version of that. I'm actually really excited to be able to play that one of these days. And there's actually something that I want to talk about while we're just on our way to the next area. And that is something that I recently found out about, which may kind of put a which may cause a problem for me down the line when I am eventually going to stream this game. So for those curious, Kingdom Hearts 1 will be the first of a long line series in this game. I'm hoping to 100% every single Kingdom Hearts game within the 1.5 and 2.5 remix, and I'm hoping to 100% work my way up to Kingdom Hearts 3. And I haven't decided yet, but I may end up 100%ing Melody of Memory, but again, I haven't decided. For those curious, there is actually a bug on the Xbox version that I am unsure if it has been patched. It's possible it hasn't, but there's a bug involving the game Birth by Sleep and the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 2.5 remix on the Xbox version. And the bug in question is there is a mini game that you have to do that is required for 100% completion. It requires you to win for 1% completion, and there's actually different modes to that mini game. You have to win each mode. The mini game in question is essentially sort of like volleyball. It's kind of like a mix between volleyball and soccer. You have like these bouncing fruit that you have to like smack into a goal. And you have to like avoid hitting Pete, who will try and block the ball and hit it into your goal because you have a goal behind you. So you're essentially facing a goal. It's more similar to soccer, I guess, but instead of using your feet to kick these targets, you're using your weapon. But there is actually a bug where it actually apparently makes it impossible for you to 100%. It actually makes it impossible for you to 100% makes it impossible for you to 100% that mini game on the Xbox version. I'm unsure like why that is. I'm unsure like why it's considered impossible. But the thing is, if it turns out that I can't actually 100% it, then unfortunately I may not be able to play that game for 100% completion, which will actually leave this game kind of unfinished. I may be able to get like every other achievement in the game except for maybe like a couple achievements that requires playing that minigame, but it's very possible that it was patched. The last patch that we got for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 is was actually a couple years ago. I think it was released like a couple months after Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 was released for Xbox Series X for Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Or I think it was released for Xbox One first, and then when Series X came out, it was available to play for the Series X. But it is very possible that the community has found workarounds. It's very possible that it has been patched by in that recent patch by most recent patch by the developers. It's also possible that the people have actually found like a trick to getting past that minigame that is kind of what goes against what people will kind of expect, I guess. But I just want to like state this just for when I get to that point when I'm streaming that game down the line. It's very possible that I will not be able to 100% that game, and it really bums me out, but I just wanted to like state this I just want to state this just so that people watching this down the line just won't they'll probably still send me messages saying stuff like, oh, you didn't actually get this, or this is a 100% walk playthrough. I always try and go for 1%, but if there is some type of glitch that prevents me from doing so, then unfortunately I can't go for 1%. I actually had this happen a couple times when I was playing Skyrim, where some glitches actually prevented me from me a specific spot. Where some glitches actually prevent me from completing a quest. And I may just come back with Glide for this. Oh, there you go. You got it. But, oh, we got defense up, nice. I honestly don't know for sure if I will actually have that issue if I'm going to be lost here. Possible I will, it's possible I won't. I honestly don't know. But it's really up in the air at this point. But for right now, I'm going to still continue with my plan of 100%ing up still Kingdom Hearts game up and within the 1.5 and 2.5 remix. So, but I will say, just kind of repeating this, because I kind of touched on this before in a recent episode, a recent stream. It'll probably be a while before I 1% start the next Kingdom Hearts game. I want to have like a long break where I can take a moment to decompress. Because this has really been kind of a draining experience, if I'm going to be honest here. 100%ing any Kingdom Hearts game generally requires a lot of work, and this next game is a game that I am very mixed about. The next game that I'm going to be playing is Chain of Memories, and I'm very mixed on that game because I don't like the concept of using cards to fight. But I have had friends that play that game that actually consider that game to be like very good. So it's very possible that I may actually like this game. It's very possible that I won't. But I do know some of the stuff that is required for 100%ing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
I knew Oogie Boogie was behind this.
I do know certain things that is required for 100%ing Chain of Memories. One thing that I know is you need to get obtain like all the cards, which will require you to beat X amount of enemies. And there we go, we got a level up from that. It will require you to beat like X amount of enemies. And the unfortunate thing about this is it's very difficult because you will need to farm like a specific enemy type in order to get like specific cards, and it's very possible that I may let it linger in the world for a long period of time until I'm able to get the specific card that I need. And it will require me it will require a lot of work. A lot of Kingdom Hearts games require a lot of work for 100% completion. But just know that it's very possible that I'm definitely gonna need to take a break to decompress. And as I said before, I'm thinking like maybe about 6 or 7 games, maybe 5 or 6 games of a break will be like enough for me to be enough of a break for me to be ready to stream the next game. But yeah, that's just all I want to say. And I do like acknowledge that people may I have been like paying attention to how the series has been performing on YouTube, and it's honestly been kind of mixed. My Kingdom Hearts, my original 100% series gets decent views. I think the highest amount of views I ever got was maybe about 20, maybe 30. But my challenge playthroughs, my Prowl playthrough, and my Unarmored playthrough has not actually been doing well. It has not actually been doing well, and one of the things that I may end up doing is, well, it's just one of the things that I noticed, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is, I do acknowledge that I I do acknowledge that I'm not like, the most popular streamer, not the most popular YouTuber. There's definitely like some things that I could be. There's definitely some people that are more noticeable, I guess, but it's just I will just say that there's definitely some series on my channel, on my YouTube channel, that are definitely more popular than others. But at the same time, I have gotten like a decent amount of followers on Twitch from streaming Kingdom Hearts 1, so I do know that there are fans who are interested in that stuff. There you go, finally hit it. But I will just say, like, sort of to counter what I've been saying about my channel, like, not being as popular. I'm not, like, doing this to get, like, uber famous or whatever. So I won't let like popularity or like view rate like discourage me from streaming this game. I'll stream it like when I want to stream it. The whole point of my channel is not to like stream like what game will get me famous the fastest. That's just kind of a dumb reason, but at least for me it is. I want to have fun when I'm playing games, so. I'm not motivated by popularity, I'm motivated by fun.
Want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hi, boys! This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Forgot that I was meeting for the bosses, and for that reason I forgot that I forgot that I was gonna meet for the boss, so sorry about that. Come on, Oogie Boogie, let's see what you got. One more round, we should got him, get him. Well, I was hoping that strike rate would work, but I guess not. It's fine, we should get him now. Oogie Boogie is never like a top boss. I will say, it gave me trouble the first time I played. And it really only gave me trouble because I did not know lock-on was a thing in this game, so... My very first playthrough of this game, I played most of the entire playthrough without using lock-on, so, yeah, even though, like, the very tutorial in The Awakening told you about lock-on, I literally never used it when I got to Oogie Boogie. I could not keep track of it and I actually could not beat him, so...
Huh?
I can't believe that I actually died to this boss when I played it on I'm proud. This actually was actually the first time I ever died to Boogie House. Guess if we're gonna call it anything. And I really only died to it because I didn't actually know. I really only died to it because I was actually number one, you take more damage from attacks. I'm proud, obviously. But number two, there were some things I was getting hit by the fireballs, and they did like so much damage to me. And also, some of the enemies actually were giving me problems as well. I'm gonna have to go back around. God dang it. Okay, there should be just one more at the top. There we go. I think there's actually another cutscene after this. Upgrade the gravity?
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
So there is one thing I want to do before we end things off is I want to head back to Boogie's Manor and I want to actually get some chests just save from future backtrack because I think we can actually get some stuff, and we're also gonna change the party around. Unfortunately, we don't have a save point in here. There's actually a Trinity we can do, and there is a couple of chests we can do. One of them actually should give us Dalmatians, I believe. So we're just gonna go switch our party around, gonna go take care of that. Then we're gonna fast travel to Olympus Coliseum again, and we will end this recording. So I believe there's actually also a Trinity found here, if memory serves. And there's also a chest that we can technically access right now. So let's go ahead and try and take care of that. I think I may actually be wrong with the Trinity actually, but I know there is a chest down here. Dalmatians? Power up. That's actually better, in my opinion. Well, Dalmatians, getting on the Dalmatians is always good, but I like power-ups. So there's chests over there, which I believe actually does give Dalmatians, so we need Glide to access that, which we'll be getting in the next episode. There is something. Just sworn there was a Trinity in this area, maybe like a different thing I'm thinking of. So there was something by Trinity, that's what I'm thinking of. So I don't think we can access this thing here until later. I'm keeping an eye out for Trinities because I could have sworn there was something that I'd like a blue Trinity. I'm remembering a blue Trinity. I just can't remember where. Dalmatians? Mythril Shore, that's useless for us because we're not going to be doing any synthesizing. We'll come back to be missing Trinities. I do know. I could have sworn there was a blue Trinity, but it's clear I missed it. This is really why I wanted to backtrack, because I want to get these things here, so we don't have to come back later. The less backtrack we have to do, the better, but it doesn't look like there's anything else here, so let's go ahead and go. Let's go ahead and leave Halloween Town, and we will head back to Olympus Coliseum. So looks like my internet has remained stable around the whole thing, so as soon as I end the recording and I double check to see if it is, we will be, I will be saving right here. Reason why I'm saving here is I don't want that to start like the first live stream being muted, first part of the live stream being muted, and I'd rather have that music playing throughout, because I actually had times in the past where I started in the copyright area and I left it, I ended in the copyright area and I had the stream muted, but I started somewhere else, or I can't remember if I started somewhere else or if I started in the copyright area, and I ended up like going for the first like 10-15 minutes, sometimes an hour, just having the stream muted when I was unaware. So this actually happened a couple of times. I think it happened in it actually happened in the Kingdom Hearts 1 live stream, the original one. So we are going to be recording here. Next time we will be completing Neverland, and so look forward to that. Do not anticipate Neverland taking too long, but we will see. In the meantime, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.